Yo! I always pet the mods. Yeah, we always pet the mods. We love the mods. Gonna open up Pokemon. There it goes. Load state. This one. There we go. Boop. Now, later, if Murchai gets here, we can commence the show. I mean, yeah, if he... I think he's actually live right now, but, I mean, if you guys want to RP in chat, you're always welcome to. Whoop. Volume mixer. Alright, you can turn that down a bit so it's not so freaking loud. Ooh, okay, I was gonna hang out in a VC with Mikey again. I just let him know that I'm in VC. There we go. For a filler episode, I will be stalking the lizard's piece. Is not an option. Attacking. The poor lizards, they just want to live in peace. Leave them alone, Potato. Hello? Hi, hello. I thought I heard you in the background, but I couldn't tell. Like messing around with the volume. Boop, 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 boop. It's very loud. Anthony, hey! I'm like messing with the volume. Give me a second. Mikey, can you say something?
Hi.
Okay, wait 1 minute. Say something again.
Hello.
Okay, good. Okay, I had to like open up the volume thing so I could see how the sound was. Okay, now we can actually like. What was I doing? I can't even remember what I was doing last time. Maybe Anthony's singing "Hey Ya" in the chat. Last time we oh, okay, I have to heal these Pokemon. Last time we had Dusty performing music in the chat, and now we have Anthony performing music in the chat.
Oh my god, what?
We got the lyrics to "Hey Ya."
I'm gonna hype.
We love live performances in the chat. What are you sad about?
Behind, like, my Hero poster, like the one that we put behind,
That's
put
not the
on the
right
wall
thing.
beside the wolf. Yeah, when I was putting up my shirt, like my hoodies and stuff on the hanger, you can't see Bakugo's face.
Oh? What?
What were you calling the? What were the groups of the toad frog lizards called again?
The factions?
Faction. Thank you.
You see a new person in chat and you immediately have to like demand what faction they're going to belong to? Calm down, Potato.
Jesus.
Wrong section of lyrics. Ooh. Oopsies. The heck is going on with this today? Thank you for the follow! Yay! Sorry, I'm like messing around with my... I should have checked to see if the game fit before the stream started. I'm a good streamer. I know what I'm doing. There we go. Was a misinput. I mean, that's fair. Sometimes that happens. Okay, what was I... Wrong button. Oh yeah, we were gonna level up Leaf because it's a water gym. That's what we were going to do. Now I remember. Boop, 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 boo, doo, doo. Bugcatcher Kale wants to battle.
Fuck. There.
So what are you up to while we're all hanging out, Mikey?
Writing, like always.
I don't know, why did I even ask? Oh, Potato's recruiting people to the different factions again. Toad Society, Frog Society, Lizard Society. They're not societies, they're just... You're making them sound a lot more, like, official than they are, Potato. They were doing an RP last stream, and somehow there was 3 factions between amphibians and lizards that got made up. It was chaotic. If you want to, you can join the lizard faction. You don't have to. You see, Mikey is a lot more calm about the whole situation. Potato's just out here, like, putting people in headlocks and threatening their lives to join the Toad Society. I really care about this shit. Yeah, it was like... It's a weird... The chat sometimes does... What's the word I'm trying to use? My brain just froze up on me. A lot of the time the chat just turns into like a giant RP session, and I'm not exactly sure why, it just happens. Bum bum bum. Leafling, quick attack. Frog. Frog is the faction I'm in. Let's go. Because frogs are the closest thing to turtles? I guess so. I mean, turtles are kind of like lizards with shells. Like, turtles could be lizards as well. I like turtles. You're now my enemy. You can't make an enemy out of everyone. Although the toads do seem to have like this thing against frogs. I don't know why. I love turtles. Turtles are pretty cute too. I like most reptiles and amphibians, though. So, I mean... if Potato keeps up this whole, like, amphibian and reptile arc, if I ever get affiliate, all of my... Everything's gonna be, like, themed around this because they're going to keep up the bit. Can't be friends with the frog, by the way. There is a war between the toads and the frogs. There is, for some reason, a war between the toads and the frogs. Turtles are amphibious. They're cooler. Amphibians are pretty pog. Can hear you typing up a storm over there, Mikey.
Yeah.
Potato, frogs, and toads are the same thing in my mind. You can't change that. I mean, they are very similar, that is true. The Chad amphibious. It's kind of funny. Turtles, the Chad of the amphibious creatures. Toads can exist without water, and frogs need water to have young. Ah, so that's the difference between toads and frogs. Good to know. The lake is actually Mom's flooded basement. Yeah, it's basically flooded basement full of amphibians.
It's my flooded basement.
Yeah, it's Mikey's flooded basement. Apparently, we have an infestation of amphibians in Mikey's flooded basement suite.
I became Dusty's manager, then he died.
Oh yeah.
He was in my...
I'm still trying to figure out how he got in your basement.
He was high.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got high off the mushrooms in the basement.
He thought my basement was New York. Yeah, he thought my basement was New York.
And then he jumped in the water, and the water turned him into a trench coat full of frogs. And then he died.
I cried. Don't remind me, please. I'm gonna cry again.
Also, toads are more carnivorous, while frogs have a diet solely comprised of insects. I didn't know toads were carnivorous. No wonder Potato is so bloodthirsty. Learning all of the amphibian lore today. I love random trivia.
The lore. He is the writer.
I'm gonna have all this trivia about toads and frogs just ingrained in my brain. Toads are able to eat rats, smaller frogs, and other toads. Wow, that's pretty brutal. I eat frogs. Potato, if you try to eat the frogs, I swear to God, I'm going to hire the exterminator. We're going to get rid of all the toads. This basement's becoming overrun.
Leaf will be the one that kills them.
Leaf is just gonna come in and be the toad exterminator.
He doesn't like frogs or... He doesn't like anything like amphibian.
Really?
Or whatever. Yeah, he's scared of them.
Oh yeah, he's more of like a fluffy animal person, isn't he? In fact, some toads are so carnivorous that they are an intrusive species that lead to many animals in Australia to become extinct. Wow, that's really cool. Toads just coming in and fucking shit up. Then I guess Potato making the Toad faction like the most like war hungry and like makes sense.
Anthony just being a teacher.
Yeah, it's just a lesson on toads today.
Oh, I'm on a writer's block again. That sounds stupid.
Having difficulties?
Yeah. It sounds stupid what I want to do, but it doesn't sound stupid in my head, but when I read it, it sounds stupid.
I'm studying to be a professor? Oh, that's really cool. So you really can just be the teacher. We're having class today. Welcome to class, everybody. Professor Anthony's here to teach us about toads.
I'm out.
Uh-oh, Potato's lighting the chat on fire again.
I don't care about class. I failed it. I failed grade 10, 11.
Okay, I will now teach all of you of the red-horned toad. Okay, I want to learn more about the red-horned toad. Why are they called the red-horned toad?
Because they're probably red horns. They're
They probably have
little.
red horns.
See ya.
Pretty if merch guy gets here, that's war. I mean, yeah, but he's streaming right now, so. Because they have small scale on their head that looks like devil horns, that's really cool. I love that, like, you just have all of this, like, random trivia about, like, reptiles and amphibians. This is really cool. I love listening to people, like, info dump about, like, random stuff like that. Oh no, Leaf fainted.
You know,
This-
I searched up a video how to longboard, and I was doing it wrong the whole time.
Whoa, you were looking up videos to teach you how to longboard?
Yeah,
I mean, that's one way to learn if you don't have someone to teach you.
I was doing it,
This toad
I was doing
primarily
it the wrong time, and no one was laughing at me at the skate park.
This toad primarily lives in the desert, in desert areas, and eats insects. Thank you for teaching me. I can recruit more toads. Well, you're gonna have to leave the damp basement and search for toads in the desert. Potato.
We live nowhere close to a desert.
Yeah, true. And have a wide array of predators, including foxes, bigger toads, snakes, and drunken bred desert people. I mean, those would probably be some of the scariest predators they have to watch out for. Oh, Mikey, you're evolving. Auntie is evolving. You're evolving into a Nidorino. There he goes. Should go heal Leaf. I can't get over the fact that toads are carnivorous. I had no idea. No, I saw a sandy desert in the far corner of the basement. I think that was just an old sandbox that somebody put in the basement. As a defense mechanism, they shoot blood from their eyes, which not only has an awful stench, but actually traumatize the predator. Oh, that's yeah. I think I've seen something about that. Oh, that's really cool. Imagine like
Sandbox is a cat litter box.
it's a cat litter box. It's the desert in the basement. Yeah, no, I think I've seen. Could you imagine getting like scared of something attacking you and just squirting blood out of your eyeballs?
I do that every day.
You do that every day. It would definitely freak out whoever's trying to attack you. That's for sure.
That's why I have no friends.
Because you just squirt blood out of your eyeballs.
Yeah.
That definitely would deter people from talking to you. That's for sure. Someone tries to talk to you and you just start bleeding out of your eyes.
Ew, someone's screaming outside.
Ew, I hate that. There's people yelling outside my house earlier too. But like me, they are vulnerable to fire ants. I think everybody's vulnerable to fire ants. Let's be real.
Nah.
You step in a ant hill full of fire ants and you're going to regret it.
I will love it.
You're like, ooh, they tickle. Just a bunch of ants nibbling on your toes. Freaking weirdo. You're into some weird shit, Mikey. In fact, the horned toad get murdered by fire ants due to numbers. Whoa. One type walks through the desert in the far corner, looks at other toads. You guys join Toad Society. Free housing and food. I don't think they can join your Toad Society if you live in an area that's full of water. If they're desert toads, they're gonna end up getting sick. Yeah, they can't swim. They will die in the rest of the flooded basement. Boom, boom, boom.
Wait, do you know what Hope told me?
What did Hope tell you?
I asked her if I could, like, when I get my Switch, can I use the Attack on Titan game for, like, a while before I finish it?
Yeah.
And she said yes, so I will be flirting with Erwin Smith.
You can finally flirt with your Attack on Titan husbandos.
Yeah. Even though he's, like, mom's age, I do believe.
It's a little bit weird, but okay. Live out your dreams. He's a fictional man, it doesn't matter. I have a boat and my place is on a very dry crate. Tato really is just out here trying to like recruit every toad possible for their toad army.
You know, I could just ban them and like the toad army would be dead.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be very fair. They're not doing anything wrong. Can't just ban them for no reason.
Well, I'm God. I am like second God.
Boom, 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 boom. I should have grabbed more snacks before I started stream.
Wait, so you coming over tomorrow?
Yeah, probably. Boo 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 doo doo doo.
You know what's funny?
What's up?
That in the Mika chapter, like it's only like 6-year-old Tanya that he's talking to.
That's a little bit weird. Toads climb onto the boat and boat away to the toad town. Oh, Potato's in there RPing again. Here we go.
It's the whole quote unquote dream though.
Oh yeah, you're writing this scene about dream hallucination scene.
Yeah. I'm actually really excited for it.
I'm excited to read it once you've posted.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get off so I can write. I can't write while I hear you talking.
Okay, well, if you want to like hop off of out of VC and so that you can focus on your writing, that's fine. I don't mind. Oops, I accidentally talked to Nurse Joy again when I didn't mean to.
Come back though.
Okay, well, I'll just be like chilling in VC. So if you want to hop back in whenever, just make yourself announce yourself when you pop in again.
Okay. Okay, bye.
All right, see you, Mikey. Thanks for hanging out. Boop, 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 boop. Tell me more toad info. Yeah, if you have any more toad info, that was, or any, I don't know, random info about animals, would definitely be interested to hear it. I love hearing like random bits of trivia about things. Whether I can actually commit it to memory or not is an entirely different story. My memory likes to be incredibly unreliable. Some days I'll just like info dump random pieces of information I wasn't even aware were in my brain, and then other days I can't recollect anything. Pet the mods. That's essentially just you petting yourself, Mikey. Pat, pat, yes. When you do absolutely nothing and still congratulate yourself for it, you're like, yep, look at me doing my great job over here. See you now? Okay, see you later, Mikey. Thanks for hanging out. Suckers. Don't be rude. This is exactly why we named the rival in this game after Mikey, because he gives the same energy. He basically just smell you latered and like left the chat. Think everyone left? That's okay. We're just chilling. That just means the Toad faction has the majority of the power in chat right now because there's no one to contest them. Do ba do do boop boop ba do. You fool! I haven't left. How dare you basically say I'm an asshole? I didn't say you're an asshole. I just said, like, you're like, see ya now, suckers, which is the same energy as, like, the rival character in this game that's basically like, smell ya later, and left. You fool, I have a kidney. I mean, most people have at least one kidney in order to be alive. Are you saying you have a spare kidney? Did you steal someone's kidney, Anthony? Should I be concerned? Should I be alerting the authorities to someone coming around stealing people's kidneys? I do not wish to answer that. I'm a little concerned about how you came into like the. How did you find this kidney? Why am I being yelled at? You're not being yelled at. Who's yelling at you? No one's yelling at you. Look. I'm looking. We're looking. I need money. So you're stealing kidneys and selling them on the black market? You can have mine. You need to keep at least one of your kidneys, Mikey, or you will literally die. You know, it's preferable to have both. That way you have a spare in case one of them decides to crap out. Otherwise you'll have to buy one off of Anthony. No, I'm stealing and selling it back to the person I stole it from. Mikey yelled at me. I don't think Mikey was yelling at you. He was just yelling that he was leaving chat, and then he came back because he heard me talking about him. So you're kidnapping people, stealing their kidneys, holding them for ransom in order for them to survive. That's almost worse. I've stolen your kidneys. If you want to live, you need to pay me money for me to give them back. Business. I mean, that's one way to make a living. I can yell to you, potato JK. I love that business. I'm a businessman. I mean, I'm not gonna argue. The hustle work. If the hustle works, then the hustle works. You know. I'm gonna go cry. Don't cry, potato. Now, who wants circumcision? It's $5. No, thank you. I'm good. Holy crap! This Mankey just fucked me up. Cries in the corner. There, potato. Yes, I have $5. Oh my god. What if... What a lovely day. Oh no. Why does it always turn out this way in my chat? The chaos. I mean, I complain about it being chaotic, but I'm always entertained by it, so I can't really complain. Although I have to say, I can't condone the stealing and selling of people's organs, Anthony. Bum, bum, bum. Every day I live knowing I'll never be Mark Wahlberg. I mean, I think that's a realization we all have to live with. We'll never be Mark Wahlberg, unless we are in fact Mark Wahlberg, but most of us aren't, so I'll never be a successful burger man like him. It's a sad realization, it really is. I'll never sell the burgers he sold. True. But if you try hard enough, you could maybe sell your own burgers. Congratulations, you beat our 5 contest trainers. You just earned a fabulous prize. I never had a Travis Scott burger. Why do so many people start making burgers? I don't understand. I want a Mikey burger now. We'll just order our own burger place and sell burgers that have our names on it, because no one's ever done that before. Hi Ramsey, welcome back. How about a D's burger? No, thank you. I don't want a burger made out of D's nuts, please. I will cry. Ramsey's the war done? No, the war is not done. Unfortunately, potato still exists. Now, if you say Ligma anything else but the burger, I'm going to be very upset with you, Anthony. Honestly, I'm gonna log off now. I mean, you've been saying that, but you keep coming back. Mikey, you're gonna leave right as Ramsey gets here. You're gonna leave him alone leave them alone to fight against the toads on his own. I only said it twice. I mean, It's okay, Mikey, you can leave. We'll just start talking shit, and then your ears will start burning, and you'll come running back to yell at me some more. So who wants a $1 per pie? I'm okay. I don't really want any pie today, Potato. Good. Each time I realize being ace was a good decision. Mood. It is a mood. Being ace is a great decision. I'm still in the bunker. I haven't left. It's a good place to be. The bunker is the safest place when Potato's on their crazy Toad War arc. Boom, boom. You can't get your emotions destroyed when you don't have feelings. I mean, that is definitely one way to look at it. I was actually happy to see the stream on. Oh, I'm glad that you're happy to see me streaming. That's good. I'm happy that you enjoy coming to my streams. It's always nice to hear. Yeah, I'm attacking the lizards. No, you aren't. Uh-oh. Potato doesn't have any frogs to fight, so they're trying to attack the lizards now. Yeah, though. Leave the lizards alone. They're pacifists. No, potato bad. True. There. That's a poisonous potato if I've ever seen one. Oh, you missed it, Ramsey. We learned that toads can be carnivorous, and they can be invasive species that cause other species to go extinct, which makes sense why Potato is so hell-bent on war and attacking everybody. The toad faction is just bloodthirsty. I'm stepping down as a lizard. I don't really care. Uh-oh. I already know about it. That's fair. Okay, I need to get my troops. Uh-oh. Mikey steps down as a lizard, and now Potato's gathering reinforcements to attack them. Yo, can someone Grubhub me food? No. Man, I'm broker than broke. Oh, time to dig to another country. Just tunneling out of the bunker into a new country. Ate all my soup. Soup sounds like really good right now. Commander Mikey died? Oh no! Are we gonna have to have another memorial service? First Dusty, now Mikey. Everyone's dying. Troops line up in full attack mode. Uh-oh. I have money, I just don't know how Grubhub works. I use Skip the Dishes. I don't know how Grubhub works. I don't even know if we have Grubhub where I live. Got out. Finally, I'm in Japan now. You ran all the way to Japan just to avoid the Toad Army? I don't know these apps. I'm old. I mean, age can make you a little technology impaired. I'm the funny number age. That's very old. $69, the other one. $420. That's even older. Holy, you're ancient. Yeah, I'm making a new bunker. Sadly, Mikey is gone. You'll have to run the lizard army now. Keep them safe. The other one? I don't know what the other funny number is. It's 10 plus 9, 19. It's not very old. Lizard army builds to the sky. Build to the block limit. 21. 21's still not very old. Younger than me. I'll let the sky lead us. You guys are gonna have to grow wings. You're gonna have to become like one of those like gliding lizards. The winged lizards that can glide from tree branch to tree branch. You're older than me, old. I mean, it doesn't take much to be older than you, Mikey. But it's funny, huh? I mean, I guess. Okay, army, I've counted the golems. There is one protecting Ramsey. Follow me. Uh-oh. Potatoes recruiting armies. They're trying to track down Ramsey. Sorry, I'm not rude, I swear. I mean, that's debatable, Mikey. I feel like you being rude is, like, dependent on who you're talking to. Some people might find what you say rude. Other people, not so much. Clever, be sure you get the archers ready. The nicest person in the world? I mean... Get the fireballs. Uh-oh. Tinder's not ace friendly. True. Tinder's very like hookup orientated, I've noticed. I'm turning into old man though, not gonna lie. Shoot down the sieges. Or... Uh-oh. They say they're looking for more, but as soon as you want to talk, they block you. Yeah, I've noticed that that's like a pretty reoccurring thing on Tinder. I don't use Tinder specifically because it's like everyone on there's just kind of looking for a hookup. Ah! I just got critical hit. Too young for Tinder? True. I came out here with the plan to like get the Pikachu high enough level to fight the water gym, but it looks like we're going to be using our Nidorino instead. Thank you for the follow. I'm gonna butcher that if I try to say that. Bum, 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 bum. They don't want me to explain my trauma, how I don't... They just want your supple Shota body type to make them live out their weird mommy kinks, which was funny at first, but now it's just a pattern. Oof. Come on, you can say it. No. I'm so bad at, like, reading stuff, especially when it's, like, super long. Okay, I'm honestly leaving. Need to finish the chapter. Okay, that's fine. If you need to leave, you can leave. But you keep saying that and then continuing to talk. So I don't know how true you're being to your word there, Mikey. Thank God I made it out of the obsidian. It's almost unbreakable. You punched your way through obsidian, Ramsey? That's crazy. Toads around the bunker. They did not bring any food there. Uh-oh. A scary, scary pattern. That does sound like a scary pattern. See, suckers. See, there it is again. You're giving me the rival energy from Pokemon with the see ya suckers every time you leave. JK, I love you all. Love you too, Mikey. Potato and Ramsey are like having their war RP going on in the chat while everyone else is talking about other things. Not you, Dax Gross. I'm hurt. Just arrow through my freaking heart there, Mikey. You wound me. I thought we had something special, bro. Gonna stay in here and make the farms. Farms. Make your farms in the bunker. Are they gonna be automated farms? Also, raid Augur when you're done. If he's still alive when I'm done, then yeah, I'll raid him. It's usually what I do. No, they're not going to be automated farms. They're manual. I mean, if you weren't able to get the things for it before you made the bunker, that's understandable. Yo, I'd give my left ear for chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets sound really, really good right now. Not gonna lie. They're retreated anyways. Auntie's trying to learn Poison Sting. Get rid of Leer. I'm gonna go. I'm tired. Ta-ta. Okay, bye. Bye, Potato. Have a good sleep. Almost got hit by a fireball. Oop. Gotta watch out for them fireballs. Potato's famous for throwing those around. I'm seriously gonna have to get like a fire extinguisher emote at some point because Potato is a little firebug. We need to heal the Pikachu again. I'm never gonna level up this Pikachu because it keeps fainting. We have one, now let's move. I mean, yeah. Now's a good time to strategize and like make your bunker stronger. Change locations while Potato is retreated for the time being. Sans Undertale had sex with my wife. I mean, whose wife hasn't Sans Undertale had sex with? Let's be real here. Everybody loves that hilarious skeleton. I'll make a potion for revival and revive Mikey. I mean, you can try. We'll see how well that works out. His goddamn lightsaber dong. I don't want to think about a skeleton having a lightsaber dong. That's an interesting visual, to say the least. One less ingredient, Toad's ear. Oop. You're gonna have a heck of a time getting one of those. Which for some reason the entire internet agrees he had for some reason during the summer of 2016. I was not deep into all of the fandom stuff for Undertale because I noticed that quickly that fandom got like really, really weird and really toxic. So like with anything that I enjoy that I notice has like a super toxic fan base, I just avoid the fan base and like enjoy the thing to myself. Which I did with Undertale and which I have been doing lately with like the Minecraft fandom because I've noticed it's really super, super toxic. So I just enjoy things for myself and like avoid the fandoms. Assassin being hired once Potato is back. Strike his royal guards. So much for the lizards being pacifists, huh? Now you guys are hiring assassins and shit. The lightsaber penises were everywhere. Yeah, see, I avoided all like the weird fan art and stuff. Very, very. Ugh. They even give it to poor Papyrus. Not Papyrus! Oh no! Papyrus, my poor baby, you don't deserve this. This is payback. The passive. This is we can't do it because of attacks. Uh-oh. More ways than one. His was orange for some reason. No. Makes me so uncomfortable. Why would they? Why does the internet have to do this? His character's so wholesome, and people had to go and do that. I'm going to play Undertale on Friday and have this new information in my brain, and I'm not going to be able to look at my favorite skeleton the same ever again. Him and Metaton for some reason. I mean, I could see people making weird stuff with Metaton just because his character's already kind of like eccentric. But poor Papyrus. He doesn't deserve that. I already finished Undertale Pacifist route so hard. Yeah, that's what I've been playing is the Pacifist route. I'm like super terrible at dodging though, so it's been a heck of a time. We just got past the Undying part last Friday. I demand to be on call for that stream just to annoy you. You live with trivia? I mean, it's possible. You can always join the Discord and like, hang out in like the gaming area while I'm live. Could be fun. Asgore is trouble for me. Most of the bigger battles, like I have trouble even with like the little monsters. I'm just like really, really bad at dodging. I'm also playing on a laptop, so like the arrow keys are like super, super tiny, so it makes moving around a little bit fumbly. Undyne first try managed to win. Really? I was having a lot of trouble with Undyne because I didn't have any healing items when I first found like the actual battle area. Just needed to like run. Yeah, I didn't realize you needed to run at first, so I was like battling her for quite a while before I realized I needed to like run away. Asgore and Metaton first try, but that's because I'm kind of a big shot. I mean, compared to me and my like terrible skill level, I feel like most people are a big shot, you know? Say Metaton Asgore, I'm having trouble. Yeah, I just finished the Undyne one, and I was in doing what did I get to? I got past like the first like quiz show bit of Metaton, and then I died to like just like a regular monster outside of that before I saved, so I have to do like the quiz show bit again. You should do a Kirby speed run, that would be great. I don't think I even have Kirby. And speedrunning isn't something that I normally do. I'm not good enough to speedrun games. I like playing things casually. Metaton, you're gonna be in trouble it's so advanced. I mean, probably. Most of the boss fights are annoying. By the way, if you do the quiz, look at Elphys's hand. Yeah, I know how to do the quiz part. The quiz part wasn't exactly that hard. I just I didn't think to save after, and then like a regular monster, like a battle with a regular monster on the other side of the lab took me out. It was a little bit frustrating because I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to do that all over again. So it was like later into the stream, so I was like, we'll just end it here and we'll redo it next time. Just look at Elphys's hands, much easier. Yeah, 'cause she gives you like hints, right? No, like literal answers. She just tells you the answers so you can beat it. I'll keep that in mind for next time, because I wasn't really paying attention to her last time. It's good to know. But yeah, that's on Fridays. Fridays we do Undertale. So if you're interested in watching me play Undertale, definitely pop by for Friday. Skitty. Skitties are Monday. The Skitty only run. I do that one on Monday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's my schedule right now. So that it gives me days to like rest in between, and I usually spend those days like clipping stuff because like when you're a smaller streamer, people don't clip stuff for you, so you got to make your own clips so that you can like make TikToks and highlights and whatnot. So most of my days off are spent doing that. Because Twitch is awful for like finding new viewers. A lot of the time you have to like pull in viewers from other places, right? So I spend those off days doing that sort of thing. Making TikToks, posting on Instagram, that sort of thing. Because you never know how many people might see it and be like, I've gotten a few like follows when I'm not even live, and I think that's probably from me posting on TikTok. I'll like come in before a stream and be like, when did this person follow? 2 hours ago, I wasn't even live, what the heck? It's only happened a few times, but the few times that I did, I'm like, it's probably because they saw me on TikTok. I just post my link and assume people click it. Yeah, I post in a couple like Discords of like people who I like know, or like other like small content creators. I'll like join their Discord after I raid them, and then like I'll hang out in their Discords, and then because a lot of them have the promote channels, I'll just post my link in there and hope that people see. And I had a couple people come in from random people's Discords, which is nice. All the emotes. No, I don't want to stop learning a move. I wasn't paying attention. I was clicking through dialogue again. I almost didn't learn a new move. No, one thing I need to start doing is like editing my VODs down into like proper make a skitty emote. I have a BTTV skitty emote, but if you don't have BTTV, you can't really see it. Yeah. I've been meaning to like edit down my VODs into like actual videos for YouTube, but editing, it's a process that I find very overwhelming. Yeah, if you like check in like the info area, the info section, it shows you what emotes we have for BTTV. If you install BTTV, you can use them. I edit movie commentary. My brother watches a lot of movie commentary. I'm not too big into movie commentary myself, but that's because I'm one of those people that like when people talk during a movie, I get like annoyed. So like watching someone do commentary on movies I'd probably not be as entertaining for me. Used to make Minecraft maps. Oh, that's pretty cool. I used to do a lot of like random gameplay stuff on YouTube, and like I used to edit stuff back then, but like I don't know, more recently like the process of editing seems like super tedious. So I've just been like, I'd rather just like live stream, but I never post them. I don't have a YouTube command, but I do have a socials command, which has my YouTube. Should have my YouTube. If you go do exclamation point socials, there's like a list of different things, like my Twitter, my YouTube, and everything. Should be there. Oh, it's not in socials. Do I have a YouTube one? No, that's my TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. It might be just exclamation point YouTube. There it is. Da-da! I should add it to my socials. That was an oversight on my part. Going to follow TikTok? Yeah, if you want to follow me on TikTok, that's always helpful. I post like, lately I've been posting clips from stream and stuff, but sometimes I do other like stuff on TikTok too. I like to do cosplay stuff on TikTok sometimes. So if you like cosplay stuff and like clips from the live streams, then you'll probably like my TikTok. Yeah, I like TikTok because the algorithm's really, really good for pushing out your content to lots and lots of people. As long as you're consistently making stuff and following trends, it's pretty easy to build a following. Also, it's like super addictive to just sit there and scroll mindlessly through it for hours. So I spend most of my energy outside of like Twitch, probably on TikTok. It's been like an hour. I should drink water. Followed your YouTube and TikTok. Thank you, Ramsey. It's really awesome of you. Thank you for the follow. Subscribe. Wait. Why did a subscribe pop up? No one should be able to subscribe. Or did you subscribe? Oh, did it pop up because you subscribed on YouTube? I didn't know that my Streamlabs did that. It's crazy. Things happening on my Streamlabs I didn't even know was possible. I forgot that I had my Streamlabs. I just used an attack on a Geodude that I knew wouldn't work. That was really dumb of me. Got distracted by random alerts I'm not used to seeing and totally flubbed up my attack. Get out of here, Geodude. Boo-ba-doo. I could probably share my SMP to you and Mikey. I don't know if Mikey has access to any way to play Minecraft right now, but I do. I'm playing on my one friend's SMP right now, and I haven't had too much time to do much even on their SMP, but I could definitely don't mind checking it out. If you like DM the IP to me on Discord, then I wouldn't mind checking it out when I have free time. I can't really stream Minecraft though. My laptop isn't good enough. I can only play. I can either play or I can stream. I can't do both, unfortunately. That's why I like play mostly Pokemon, because it's not too doesn't take too much of the memory on my computer, so it's nice. My laptop can stream it. You probably have a better laptop than I have. I wanted to get a better laptop, but my mom kind of like shamed me into getting a cheaper one, because I had more money to get like one that I could that's properly made for gaming, but she's like, why would you waste that much money on a computer? And I was like, fine, I'll just get a cheaper one because it was meant for school. And now I'm salty because I can't stream all the games that I want to. That's okay. I can still play Minecraft. I just can't stream it. Ba-bum-bum. Once I figure out how. Once you figure out how to play Minecraft? Oh, I will do a Pokemon friend lock solely to flex to my friends. That too. Salty, getting showered in salt, is that how you felt? Yeah, probably. Pokemon friend lock. What's a Pokemon friend lock? I'm not sure I know what that is. Mailed want to do that because I'm a Pokemon fan with more than 2 friends. Basically Pokemon D&D. Ooh, that sounds pretty cool. The idea of D&D has always been like really cool to me, but I'm like really, really bad at improv. So like actually being involved in any kind of like D&D stuff is awful. It's an awful experience for me. I usually just end up sitting there observing the whole time. So unless I make like my character like a mute that just kind of like follows along, I would have an awful time. Friendlock is where it's like Nuzlocke, but your friends control your Pokemon. Oh, that's interesting. And they pick their own moves. Ah. That's a cool way to do it. They'd have to be there every time you play though in order to like know what moves they want and stuff. And they choose what their Pokemon do, such as evolving. Makes sense. Oh, which reminds me, you guys, if you guys want a Pokemon named after you, we can find a Pokemon in the wild and try and catch it, and you guys can name a Pokemon after you, or you can like give it a weird name if you want, because that's what we're doing with this playthrough. Fire Red's all about followers naming Pokemon after themselves. Screen share? Yeah, that's a really easy way to do it, I guess. As a trainer, you pick which Pokemon you start with and use in battle and PC. Interesting. You need to go heal. Bum, 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 bum. I think there's like Abra in this area. You'll see how it is because it's on YouTube. Is it? I haven't watched much other people playing Pokemon on YouTube, honestly. Agwa's streaming Fortnite. Oof. I don't know if I want to rate him if he's streaming Fortnite. I don't know how many people want to watch Fortnite coming from a Pokemon stream, if I'm being honest. I know I don't particularly want to hang out and watch Fortnite. Not really my thing. Not big on the Battle Royale shooter games. Fire Red, I caught a Mewtwo. I think Mewtwo is like one of the, like how many times I've played Fire Red, I don't think I've ever actually caught all like the legendaries and stuff. Got a #1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down. Get down. Yeah. I know about as much about Fortnite as the memes will teach you. Haven't really ever been big on actually playing the game itself. U2 is right there in the city where the cave is. Yeah, I know where to find it. I just don't think I ever like tried to actually like catch it. Like I may have like the first couple times I tried and like I didn't save beforehand and like something happened to stop me from being able to catch it, and I got frustrated and didn't want to like reload the game. So, and then because of the one bad experience, I just decided to never do it again. I caught Entei. Entei is like a second gen legendary, right? Caught it with a Pokeball my first try. Ooh. I leaf green. For like the remake ones, I had fire red. But for like the original ones that these ones are based off of, I had both the red and blue version. I don't know why I had both on the original Game Boy. For some reason I did, because I remember having the one with the Blastoise on it, and I remember having the one with the Charizard on it as well. But for the Game Boy Advance version, I had Fire Red. I'm playing it a ton. I think the one version I played the most of was probably blue version for the original Game Boy, though. And Raid Lemon Z. What are they playing? I'm always kind of hesitant, like, they're playing Pokemon. I'm always kind of hesitant, like, rating people that I've never watched before, just because, like, I never know, like, what kind of person they are. I don't want to, like, rate a channel and then find out that they're, like, giant bigots or something, you know? Because, like, some people are. You never know. Like to, like, scout them out and make sure that they have a chill community before I raid them, usually. He streams Ruby. Ooh. Same version as the version that I'm playing, except just the opposite game. Well, maybe if he's still alive when I end up, then we'll do that. Let's go, Oddish. Aw, you said it just as I made it faint. I would have caught it, but... Oh no, wait, this is... I can't even catch it. This one's a battle against a trainer, actually. Never mind. I'm like half paying attention to the game because I'm like trying to read chat. I think there's a area where we can catch Oddish just close by. He doesn't talk, but he chats back. It's an interesting way to like interact with your chat. I mean, if you don't use a mic or whatever, that makes sense. Remember back when I used to do like art streams and I didn't have a proper mic, I would like write out on like, because I had a pen tablet and I would be streaming on the computer. Fuck, I'm only viewer? Really? I have my viewers turned off so that I can't get psyched out if there's like a small amount or a large amount of people. It's like my brain just like seized up on me there. Okay, because it said only one. Now it's 3. Yeah, sometimes like the view count does that. It like bounces. But yeah, I keep my viewer count like turned off so it doesn't like psych me out. So then I can, even if there is no one in chat, I talk like there is, or I try to talk like there is someone in chat. That way, if someone happens to like pop by, it's not just dead air, right? Because like realistically, if I'm sitting here completely silent just playing the game, a lot of people will be like, oh, I don't want to pop in here. But if you're sitting there talking, then Even if nobody's watching, then someone's gonna hear you talking and be like, oh, this person might be actually entertaining to watch. Or maybe I want to talk to this person. Bill, you turned yourself into a Clefairy. How does one turn themselves into a Clefairy? This is why we don't do experiments without someone in the room with you, just in case something like this happens. I can't even imagine how long he's been standing there waiting for someone to come help him. Poor Bill. There we go, now we got the ticket. We can get on the cruise ship. I turned myself into a Clefairy, Red. Exactly. I'm Clefairy Bill, yep. Tentacool to Tentacruel. Oh, Ramsey's turning into a Pokemon now. Okay, Bill, try not to turn yourself into a Clefairy again anytime soon, please. Okay, we're gonna go this way because I think there's an item this way, if I remember correctly. Nope, it's just the fast route. I can be Magikarp if you can catch one. I don't have a fishing rod yet, but as soon as I get like the old rod, I can catch a Magikarp and name one after you for sure. I think in this area there's like Abra as well, like up in like the top corner there, close to the cave where Mewtwo is in. There's Abra there, so we can try and catch an Abra if I kind of want to catch one. So if someone wants to name the Abra after themselves, we can do that too. I got the hiccups. I got named to a Magikarp that survived through the whole game. You just want it to stay like a Magikarp the entire game? Don't want to evolve into a Gyarados someday? Name the Abra horse? Okay, we'll go find an Abra and name it horse for you, Anthony. I was a Gyarados? Nice. No, I'm not interested in the berries right now, old man. Thank you, though. Literally at the end of the whole game. Nice. I hear people stomping up and down stairs. So I was like a level 78 Magikarp. Oh look, Abra, first try. Let's go. We're gonna have to try and catch it the first try because it'll teleport away. So let's hope we catch it. The one annoying thing about like wild Abra is that they'll teleport. There we go, first try, let's go. We're Abra catching champions. Nickname Abra? Yeah. Okay, Anthony, here we go. We're nicknaming it Horse, just for you. Well, I gotta go. Goodbye. Okay, Renzi, thanks for hanging out. It was nice having you. We're playing Undertale on Friday. Hopefully Mikey comes back. He'll probably pop in later. But yeah, we're playing Undertale on Friday if you're interested in coming around for that. But thank you again for hanging out. I'll try and find a Magikarp for you. If I don't find one next time, this time, then next time for sure. Have a good night. Horse was transferred to Bill's PC. There we go. We now have an Abra named Horse. Oh, there's an Oddish. We have to go to the Pokemon Center and switch out Pokemon. Because I really want that Abra in my party. Bum 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 ba-dum. Okay, Oddish, stop absorbing energy from me. I just want to get to the Pokemon Center so I can use the PC. Yeah. Never understood how sweet smell can cause the evasiveness to go down. Like, why would smelling something sweet make it so that you're not able to dodge as well? It doesn't make sense to me. But I mean, thinking too logically about moves in a Pokemon game probably isn't going to be helpful. Okay. Access Bill's PC. Okay, who are we going to put away so that we can take out Horse? I guess we'll put our Clefairy away. Because they're enjoying this scent and are at ease, like a nostalgic breeze. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, if you think about it that way, I guess that makes sense. I was having like trouble wrapping my head around it, but that actually makes a lot of sense. Now I feel dumb for not thinking of the blah, blah, blah. I'm really flubbing up my words today. What the heck? Ow. Just bumped my desk. Almost spilt monster everywhere. That would have been a little bit tragic if it landed on my computer. Luckily, it did not. Pokemon. Okay, we're gonna have to move Horse up here so we can level them up. Because they are a much lower level than everyone else. Let's go fight some wild Pokemon and level up Horse. Thinking about it now, Horse is such a weird name to name an Abra. It's like, doesn't look anything close to a horse. And all you have is teleport, so we're just gonna have to switch you out almost immediately. Bum, 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 bum. Sometimes I forget how irritating it is to level up Pokemon that don't have attack moves when you first get them. Bum, bum, bum. It's an Ekans. Switch out Horse before it gets wrapped around. Because that'll be frustrating if I can't switch it out because it can't attack anything. Bum 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 bum. Thinking about a nostalgic breeze is now making me think of what like a nostalgic smell would be for me. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Oops. What is a scent that would trigger nostalgia for you? New car? I've always disliked the new car smell. Freshly opened box. I think like new book smell would probably be one for me. Anything lemon scented. Just anytime anything smells like lemon, I like immediately am like, I want to smell it more. Like Sunlight dish soap. The smell of your father's drunk musk. Oof. This random smells that like would trigger a memory. Yeah, they say that like scent triggers memory better than like most things. Horse leveled up. Let's go. Still didn't learn a new move though, unfortunately. Let's do some of these trainer battles and use them to like power level our Pokemon. Horse versus horsey. Oh no, not the smoke screen. There you go, horse grew to level 10. Stealing these free experience points. Oh no. Not the ice attacks. Oh, I'm getting sore. Sitting on the floor is not a fun time. I really need to get like a proper desk and chair. My back would probably thank me for it, but right now we are on the floor. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, level up and learn a new move, please. I'm begging you. Getting ripped tonight. R.I.P. that Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all. That is a new TikTok sound that I need in my life. I'll even like pop in with like the hat twirl. We're gonna catch 'em all. Sansuza Fell XD. Thanks for the follow. Hey, how's it going? I'm gonna have that like version of the I'm getting ripped tonight stuck in my head for the rest of the night. Thank you, Anthony. It's gonna be like an earworm. It's gonna be stuck in my head because I can hear it. Even if it's not actually a mix that I heard out loud, my brain has already mixed the two together. Ha. I'm glad you're getting amusement out of this. My suffering. The suffering I will endure for the rest of the day. I need to go heal. Hopefully our Pikachu can like take out Misty's Pokemon easily. Pretty sure her Starmie's like level 20 something, which is going to be a little annoying because our Pikachu's only like level 17, I believe. Boo 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 boo. So the one issue I have with like being on TikTok constantly is that I constantly have like random sounds stuck in my head. I feel like it's like a reoccurring problem for most people that are on TikTok. But yeah. And then when I have more than one sound stuck in my head at the same time, it turns into like these weird remixes that I'm not prepared for. It's like on a new higher level freaking ADHD brain. On the plus side, these high-level Pokemon in Misty's gym should give some good experience. Level up our Abra. You can harden all you want, it's not going to stop my electric-type moves, Staryu. I know what you mean, I've had Rip Pants stuck in my head for 3 days. Oh. That's painful. I've had... Right now, the Backyardigan sounds are trending on TikTok, so I've had Backyardigan songs stuck in my head for like the past week. It has not been a fun time. Boo 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 boo. Hello, level 21 Starmie. Holy crap. We'll send out Auntie, since he's higher level, and our Pikachu is, like, low. Oof. One hit. This Water Pulse is gonna kick my ass. Potat, go. Potatoes Pokemon will help. Okay, Big. Super Potion. We use Super Potion on Leaf. There, you can Water Pulse. Then we'll switch out Leaf and use our Electric type moves. Hopefully not get one shot in the process. Please do not one-shot my Pikachu. They one-shot the Pikachu. Howdy, I haven't finished writing the chapter, but I'm just here to say hello. Hello, Mikey. Welcome back. You got one shot by a Starmie, just so you know. It's not a good time. I'm getting ripped tonight. R.I.P. that when Big Larry came around and put down SpongeBob, turned into a clown. Oof. I got ready for bed though. I'm now laying down. Well, I mean, that's good. How are you able to water pulse before I can even use one move? What the heck? Starmie, what the heck? You're just like laying down and chilling. Oh, the type disadvantage. Please no. Goodbye. Trying to get a good sleep, but also want to get up early. I mean, if you have to go to sleep, you can go to sleep. You don't have to hang out and chat if you don't want to. Sleep is important. Clemmy, you're level 7 and you're not ready for this battle. Oh, jeez. Stun Spore. Didn't even get a chance. And Horse doesn't even have another move. I'm pretty sure they just have Teleport still. Yep. That's not helpful. Ooh. Okay, bye. Alright, have a good night, Mikey. I hope you have a good sleep. I'm out of unusable Pokemon. Ooh. We're gonna have to level up some more. I knew the Starmie was high level, even before I went and fought the... See you tomorrow? Yes, you will see me tomorrow. I will definitely be there. I'll message you when I wake up. Before I even went into the gym, I called it. I was like, the Starmie is going to be really high level. But we tried anyways. Alright, alright. Have a good night, Mikey. We're going to need to level up some more before we... I just used up a bunch of my super potions too, didn't I? Yes, I did. Actually, I think we're gonna end the stream here. It's been, what, an hour and 40 minutes. I'm getting kind of tired. So I think we're gonna end it there. Holy crap, I just realized that we, like, hit our follow-up goal for the day, which is pretty crazy. Save the game. Actually, I think maybe we'll raid Merch Guy, because he was hanging in our chat yesterday. He seemed pretty chill. He's playing Sea of Thieves, so I'm gonna set up a raid to go over there. But thanks for hanging out. Friday we'll be playing Undertale again. But Monday, Wednesday we play more Pokemon. So if you like the Pokemon, you can come back for that. But yeah. If you haven't already, give it a follow so you can know when we go live. And check out the Discord if you want. Because we post when we go live there too. So, but thanks for hanging out. I'm going to send you guys over to the Merch Guy. Have a good night. Bye.